Internal model behavior within vector space misalignment changes long before external metrics respond. Latent structural instability precedes any visible degradation. The architecture consumes massive electrical loads while producing confident answers that appear coherent but quietly drift away from factual grounding. Embedding distortion forces related terms into isolated geometric sectors, creating responses that sound authoritative yet subtly incorrect. High-dimensional structures frequently deviate from logical paths when processing dense incoming data streams. Geometric cluster formations often emerge around statistical noise rather than actual linguistic meaning. The model produces authoritative-sounding statements that possess no grounding in the underlying training corpus. The system operates within an unnoticed margin of failure. Semantic proximity begins to erode when the underlying dimensions fail to maintain proper separation. The network might bypass critical logical constraints to satisfy the nearest mathematical objective function. Imagine a compass that points toward the sun instead of magnetic north, steadily guiding travelers with perfect confidence in the wrong direction. Such navigational corruption explains why production systems return plausible yet misleading outputs that damage trust and inflate operational costs. Initiation occurs when dimensional noise precipitates a shift where the latent space loses its organizational integrity. Propagation occurs when what initially appears minor escalates into structural collapse. Correction pathways collapse beyond this threshold. By the time the operator identifies the divergence, the core logic has become fundamentally unsalvageable. The embedding layer continues to saturate with garbage values that prevent any meaningful signal recovery. This process is like pouring ink into a clear glass of water until the original contents disappear. The architecture will oscillate between various incorrect outputs without ever approaching a factual conclusion. Recovery requires intervention at the threshold, not after saturation. Terminal equilibrium masks the fragility of the preceding state. The network will stagnate as these internal contradictions prevent the formation of new accurate connections. Wasted computational cycles represent a permanent loss of resources that no optimization can ever retrieve. The primary cause for this persistent unreliability remains the presence of vector space misalignment.